Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a bigger card reading to find out what will happen today. I've got 4 groups for you to choose from. Group 1 is the heart-shaped dish. Group 2 is the gold bracelet. Group 3 is the orange bracelet, the thin one. And group 4 is the thick orange bracelet. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. You can also find details of my personal readings if you're interested in booking with me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the heart-shaped dish. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle you have Trust. And from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot you have the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. I'm seeing you having a very happy day where you kind of say no to lots of things and just decide to keep it really simple and stay at home with your family, maybe your best friend or your partner. It feels like you just being with your loved ones and try not to think about too much of what's going on outside of where you're happy. It feels like you can just enjoy yourself, and maybe there are some things you're worried about and you're stressed about, but it seems like you can put them to the side for today and not make a decision about them right now. It seems like you can pause and do nothing for the day and just wonder about it later. I feel like there may be someone you haven't got back to for ages who you didn't reply to, who you're going to decide to reply to today. You might also receive a reply from someone who was really silent for ages. And it seems like the right moment for you to get to speak to them. And I feel like there's still a lot of care between you. This person might have, if someone didn't speak to you for ages and they're speaking to you today, they might have just been going through a period of stress where they just felt overwhelmed mentally. And I feel like they just needed a break, they needed some them time. And they still really like you and care about you and want to be friends with you. And vice versa, I feel like if you didn't speak to people for ages, if you didn't want to call people or reply to their texts or anything, it feels like you just needed some space. So if you do need a few hours to yourself today to just meditate, maybe turn everything off, like all the media and distractions and noises, and maybe just sit in your room by yourself or go for a walk in silence. Feels like that's really good for you, and it will make you feel like coming back together with people once you take a little bit of alone time. It feels like there's some big problem that you just don't want to address today, and I feel like that's for the best. It's kind of better if you ignore it, and I'm not telling you to be delusional or anything. It's more like just don't pay attention to the stressful things just for today, so that you can just have a nice, wholesome, comforting, lovely day and just enjoy your good mood. And it seems like once you come back to the problem later, it might be easy. It might even be solved by the end of the day. You might receive some help. Like maybe you find something too difficult, but someone else just offers to do it for you. And then you don't have to worry about it again tomorrow. I do feel like someone's going to just take something off your mind, or take something off your plate, or you're going to hear from someone in a way that just is very reassuring. It's almost like a gift, like you might receive a gift from somebody, or a message from family that just says like, don't worry about it. Like, you're literally like, don't worry about it. I feel like that might be a message someone receives. Like, no, don't worry, I can do it. You were really stressing about it. It could be a colleague as well. Maybe one of your colleagues is telling you can go home early and don't worry, just don't worry. Don't worry if you're sick today, I can do everything. Make sure you get yourself better. And I feel like everyone will be really sweet to you today. There's a community around you and people around you who are very generous, and if you do need help, I feel like someone is there to help you. Someone will reply, someone will pick up the phone. Someone may get in touch with you in a way that's really sweet. You just might have like a really sweet, I'm hearing like baby talk between either you and your child or you and your partner, or maybe loads of you, like maybe someone does have a new baby or a new pet or something, and you're all just gathered around this like cute little puppy, like, oh, look at the little puppy, oh, puppy, puppy, whoopee, and it's like really cute energy. I'm seeing that for someone. It's really sweet. And I do feel like you can just put any misery and heartbreak and anything away from you. Someone might have something going on with their heart, maybe indigestion or heartburn, maybe anxiety, or maybe it's more of a serious heart problem. But I do feel like there's people around you who can help take care of you, or you can just take it easier today, and taking it easier will be better for you. And I'm seeing someone might have a migraine, and it might be good for you to just sit in a dark room for a couple of hours, and I feel like you'll maybe go for a nap and then feel good and get up again. Anyway, if you feel like you need to put things off today and just relax and enjoy yourself, trust that that's for the best. That is your guidance. That's what you're meant to do. I want to say there's something to celebrate today, so please do notice the small things. Because it may be something really small, like just someone sends you a message like, don't worry about it, I got it. You might want to really take pleasure in those moments, because it's one of those days where I feel like your mood can improve a lot. And through you improving your mood, you can get a really good start tomorrow, and in general, just improve your life and improve your well-being. You may want to return somewhere you haven't been for a long time as well. You may be making plans to maybe go and visit family, or move back somewhere you've not been for ages, where you've missed. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the gold bracelet. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Forgiveness. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Sorry for any background noise. I'll try and cut it out as best as I can, but there's some work going on outside. Please forgive me for the work. And I also do feel like there's like a forgiveness mood for you today. And for others around you. You may want to put the past where it belongs in the past, and leave things as like water under the bridge, and just kind of move on past them, move over the bridge with whoever else you need to do that with. It feels like maybe there's some relationships that you can work on today in a not very big way. You don't have to do much. It's just kind of maybe saying sorry, or saying you forgive someone, or maybe it's just like talking to them again. Maybe you just get out of a bad mood and just agree to go and sit with them. Maybe you agree to get in their car, or agree to just phone them. I don't know. It feels like you don't really have to say it even. You don't even have to say I forgive you. Sorry, I'm so sorry about the noise. It feels like you don't have to say it. You don't have to say I forgive you. You don't have to say I'm not annoyed with you anymore. Maybe you can just turn back around to face the person and tell them about your problems and just talk to them. I feel like once you start talking, things will just be worked on. Like the working on things is just either doing it or saying something. Sorry if this doesn't make sense to you. I feel like for someone else, you might have just got into a sad mood, and you might have been bullying yourself and beating yourself up. You might need to forgive yourself and help yourself to get over a difficult time by just like allowing yourself to move through the sadness and get on with some work. It feels like it's good if you can get your head down and get on with some work today. You might be very busy, but I feel like you're going to have an easy journey if you have to go to work. It feels like your commute's really easy, or at least it feels like your commute can be quite easy and the journey can be quicker than you think. And you might find that you can get over any sadness during the day. Like maybe you wake up in a bad mood, you wake up on the wrong side of bed. But throughout the day you start to feel better, and I feel like one of the things that makes you feel better is just work. So if you wake up and you're not feeling that well, do try and push through the feeling of not feeling well. Because I'm seeing once you get to work and once you get stuck in with what you're doing, you feel really happy and you feel really fulfilled and you feel a lot better. It's like the worst part of the day might just be the morning. I'm not sure if someone has depression. There seems to be a partner or a friend or someone who cares about you, who will help you and support you. But also I just feel like you can do it, you've got it. It is just your mood and your own feelings and your own mind. And you have the power of your own feelings and your own mind. And also your own body, like to just get out of bed even when you don't feel like it. I know you can do it, and I feel like you're going to be stretching this morning or at some point during the day, and it's going to make you feel better. You might want to stretch your whole back upwards, like kind of like reaching up. Like the person in this card, like reaching up to the sky. I feel like that would be good for your back and your shoulders and your arms. because you may have been really hunched over. You can see this lady, she's like very hunched over. And I feel like you've been maybe staring at your work for too long, too many hours, which is good because you're doing a lot of good work. You're very productive. It's really important for you to do your work. I feel like I should give you a little clap for the fact that you're getting on with it. And even though it's difficult for you maybe to get on with it, it might be a bit of a challenge for you to talk yourself into doing something. But I feel like you get past the worst of it and it just gets really easy to get into flow state during the day. And I do feel like you can cross from like a bad mood to a happy, safe, comfortable mood quite easy if you focus on the right things. And yes, there does seem to be something that's worth being a bit sad about, or something to give a bit of a notice to, something to try and focus on moving forwards from. But it's like the focus should be on the future and not on the past thing. The focus should be on how to move forwards rather than whatever problem you're having. So I do feel like you can flip your mentality and flip your mood and flip your energy today to get into maybe not like a really bright, happy, optimistic, positive mood for somebody. Like, you're still going to be feeling maybe serious by the end of the day, but I'm seeing you having a focus and feeling positive about at least your work. It just seems like you're just doing it and you don't really need to worry anymore. Like, you can just distract yourself if nothing else. So yeah, get on with your work, get up, get out, get going. And I'm sure every bridge you can cross when you come to it as well. I feel like I need to say that because I feel like you do think about the future and it's giving you anxiety. And where you are right now is an anxious place to be. If you don't just get on with the work, it's like right now there's something for you to do. Like, you might be this guy who has to row the boat forwards. So it's like not a very nice position to be stuck in the middle of water. And there is a long way to go before you get to land. And there's a long way to go before you reach somewhere where you maybe don't feel any stress or worries or concern. But the more you do today, the more you do every day, the closer you'll be to the place where you don't have to worry. It does feel like you can do something to do with work and money today that's building on things, like building your savings account. Maybe you can repair something that's broken so you don't have to pay money for a new one or something like that. Or maybe you can sell something if you repair it. Maybe you can make something to sell. It feels like you can do something that's really powerful and helpful for you today. So do get on with whatever you need to get on with and try and stay strong. Try and just keep your head above water. Even if that's all you can do today, even if that's it, I feel like you still deserve a clap. Just for getting up out of bed and moving yourself forward, or maybe even just going for a walk or something. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the orange red bangle. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have love. And from the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, you have the Tower. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Wands. This seems like a good day in the end. It feels like there's a stressful moment, like a really, really, really stressful moment. I'm seeing you have like a panic attack almost, or you go into a state of panic because of something that's brought to your attention. It might be a message, it could be a news report, it could be just a deadline that you have that you didn't remember. I am seeing someone had like a deadline and they maybe didn't notice and they now have to rush today to make sure that they can do whatever they needed to do by the deadline. It might be like an exam you've got to do that's like online, or like an assessment that you've got passed, an essay you've got to submit, or maybe it was someone else that you were meant to do something for and you forgot about them, or you forgot about plans that you had, or you forgot to pay a bill and now your phone's getting cut off or something if you don't pay by this time of day. Yeah, your bank balance has gone overdrawn. That happened to me this morning. It's really annoying. So yeah, I'm seeing you maybe having to take a lot of action to try and fix problems and to try and avoid having stress, like to try and react to whatever stress or annoying situation that you've got to deal with by taking practical action to move in the right direction. And I do feel like if you are short on money, there's some money that's coming in. I feel like you're actually going to be okay, and it will be maybe a shock to you, like, oh my god, I actually have money in my savings account, I can move it to my current account. Or, oh no, I never remembered to ask my friend for that money they owed me from the other day or something. It might be like there's something coming in. You might have to communicate with somebody to get some money in. Like maybe it is your friend owes you something and you've got a deadline for a bill to pay. You might be able to just communicate with your friend and your friend will say, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot, and just pay you the money straight away. So it does feel like problems can be solved really easy today, which is really great energy. And I'm seeing you have energy at some point for running or like going for a long walk or going to do something you've got to do that's quite stressful. Someone might be trying to do a big closet clear out or a decluttering, or someone might be moving house. I don't know if you're literally moving today, or you've got a deadline to move in 3 days or something and you haven't packed your apartment. You haven't even started and you're feeling like, oh my God, I've got to move. I'm honestly feeling that energy is really good for you because it puts you in no more procrastinating, no more putting things off, no more relaxing. You're just going to get going with the moving process and the packing. And I'm seeing you treating it like a party. There's some way you can get fun about it. You can treat it as really, really happy and get excited about throwing things away and get excited about the move. And enjoy the last days in your old place, I was going to say. Enjoy the last days where you are, because it feels like you might be changing your space up to the point where it feels like new. I'm seeing there's like a newness that's coming from maybe getting rid of old things or letting go of things. I do see you feeling relaxed anyway, even though you're stressed. Like, as far as stress goes, yours is quite extreme. You do have quite a difficult situation, but you're managing it better than most people would. I see that you're having fun. You are finding some way to be entertained by the stress. You're finding it vaguely amusing. You're finding your own reactions vaguely amusing. I feel like you're the sort of person who has fun on your own. And you're quite good at managing things, and I do see you've got at least a little bit of money or a little bit of help or some other kind of available resource for you. I'm seeing you spending time at home today and feeling relaxed at home, but you're also likely to be going and doing some exercise. Maybe you're doing home exercise to make your body feel nicer. But I feel like you're already really appreciating your body, like you're feeling in touch with your body, and maybe your body's just asking you to do a bit of exercise and cook some nice food. It feels like it's a good day to also check if you've got any food that needs to be thrown out or eaten by a certain date. It feels like you might have something really nice in the fridge that you wanted to eat and it's going off in like one day. So you might want to hurry up and eat that before it goes off, because you'll be sad if you don't eat it, because it's like really nice food that's good for you that you've been looking forward to. So yeah, if you have been trying to do something by a particular deadline, don't put it off today, try and get on with it. And do also know that you've got it, you're going to be okay. I feel like there may be a shortage of something, but you actually have it, and you're going to be able to find more, and you're going to be able to get on with things, and you're going to be fine. I just feel like you're going to be fine. But you do need the stress, so I don't want to say you're going to be fine too much. I want to remind you that there's stress for a reason, because you need to deal with it. Once you deal with it, you'll be in a better position by the end of the day. And I also feel like there are people who want to help you, and you might receive communications today. It might really surprise you, a communication you receive from someone you love, who loves you, and it's like really, really, really sweet what they're saying. Might be lots of communications that you're just really like, wow, really? Wow. Oh, wow. So I feel like it's a great day for you. I'm so happy for you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. And if you'd like a personal reading, get in touch. The information will be below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the orange bangle. Let's see what cards you have. From the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you have Transformation. From the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, you have the Ace of Swords, the Five of Wands, and Temperance. It feels like you have a lot to think about today, and there's something you can get on with, but it feels really stressful, and it feels like you need to manage your energy well, and you need to manage your time well. And at some point you might want to do too many things that kind of clash with each other. You might have different plans on the agenda that are not really finding themselves fitting together. It feels a little bit difficult for you to get everything straightened for you, and you might have to talk to others about it, but it feels like you do manage, and it feels like by the end of the day you've got everything sorted that you need to get sorted. But I also feel like it's going to be a bit tiring. It is going to be a bit challenging. You might not have as much energy as you want. It feels like you can get a lot accomplished, but just maybe not as much as you want. You might have to put some things aside. And it does feel like you're going to have to kind of make up your plans as you go along. You might have to keep changing your plans. You might have to keep adjusting things. You might have to keep trying something different. You might find things don't really work the way you want them to. You might find lots of things don't work, or maybe they're not meant to work. Like maybe you have 6 things on the planned to-do list today, and you find that like 4 or 5 of them end up not working for you, and you end up only being able to do one. But maybe it takes you twice as long to do the one thing, and everything goes wrong, and you end up having to do it a different way than you planned. And by the end of the day, you've learned something new. I'm seeing like you've learned something really incredible and really important. And something you learn is that lots of things are not important and that other things are important. And it feels like you're managing and you've got everything in the right balance by the end of the day, and you figured out what you need to focus on. It's a really important day for your own mind, your own mental health, your own well-being. It seems like others might be stressing you. There might be a lot of noise, maybe a lot of activity going on from others. You might have a lot of notifications on your phone. You might find people around you are stressful and annoying, and you have to kind of tune them out and close your eyes and just get on with your own thinking and get on with your own life and not try and pay attention to them. It feels like it's really distracting today, like others are distracting you. You have to work really hard to stay focused on your own plan and not get influenced by what others are doing, like going out with them instead of doing what you planned. Or even like changing how you feel about your outfit because it's maybe not in fashion with what others are doing anymore, like basic things, or it could be like a really deep thing, like you, for example, are really happy with your partner, but then your family starts saying, oh, they're not that attractive and blah, 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 blah. And then you can stop like feeling attracted to them because everyone else is bullying them. So be careful about being around bullies and people who have that like hive mind mentality where they think everyone has to be the same. Because it feels like you don't need to be the same as them and you have your own thoughts. You might need to have a comeback to somebody today. I feel like there may be someone arguing with you. And you need to shoot them an email or a text, or like just talk to them face to face. Someone might be in like a brawl, there might be a fight. Especially if you're a man, you might find that there's like masculine energy very high. You might have a female in your life who calms you down a bit, but you might just find that you're around all the boys and they're all a bit angry and everyone's like arguing, especially at work. You might find people are trying to be heard over each other and everyone thinks that they're better than everyone else and nobody's really willing to listen. I feel like you can probably make people listen, but it's easier for you to just do it yourself and ignore them and just get it done, honestly. And I feel like people might not want to share, especially if you have children or people you're responsible for. They might not want to share and they might be trying to like steal off each other's plate. You might have to be the one to distribute and deliver things and share things. You also might find the truth out about someone or something today. And again, you might have to argue with them. You might have to debate with them. You might have to pull out of something. I feel like you might want to pull your money or your energy or your resources or your friendship away from someone or something, and they might not want you to. It's a really specific message, but I'm seeing them like trying to grab onto it still and saying, oh no, like no bro, but this is like our thing that we do together. And you trying to say, but nah, because like I kind of need this for myself. Like I don't want to put my money in this anymore. And it's like a bit of a difficult way to have to like separate, I'm seeing, for you and maybe like business partners or someone else who you're involved with but you don't really see eye to eye with, you don't really get on. And I feel like you have a plan of how to talk to them. It might not go to plan. You might find that it just makes anger and it inflames the situation. I'm seeing you get a better idea once that's happened, but the person might want to like get a bit violent. Like I'm seeing someone might get almost like knocked in the face by somebody. It might be carelessness. Like someone might just accidentally like knock you with their bag when they're trying to get on a train or something. And you kind of have to stay calm and retain your balance and not get annoyed about things like that. But I also feel like you might say something to somebody and they take it wrong. They do want to punch you or something, so do be careful about sharing your feelings, you need to use the right words and be a bit careful. And be careful about who you're sharing your feelings to and like the kind of atmosphere when you share your feelings. If you're going out drinking, you might want to be really moderate. You might want to just keep it to like one drink. You might just want to have water and maybe don't get involved in the drinking. Because you might find that if you do get involved with the drinking and you're trying to have like a conversation with someone, it might turn into an argument. But if you're sober, you might find it's easier for you to get away and just go back to your own sanity away from the stressful, crazy people. It feels like you have some wisdom and some angelic way of being that you can go into no matter what happens around you, no matter how stressful things are. I feel like you can be certain of what you want to do. You can be certain of what matters to you. You can be strong. You can be forceful with your own mind and your own attitude. And your own behaviours, you can be really disciplined over yourself. You can be very strict. And you have really great thoughts, and I feel like you're able to receive really good information, like from the divine, or from me, or from yourself, or from people who are your friends, and you're able to distinguish what's useful and what's not useful today. And I do see that you're going to be able to know when you're being stressed by people and when you're around people who are not good for you, they don't agree with you. I'm seeing you'll find your way to sense, like you're sensitive and you're in tune, and that's difficult for you actually. It's like you're quite empathic and you're quite tuned into what's going on around you, including other people's anger, other people's annoyance, other people's sadness. And I also feel like your own feelings deserve some thought from you. Like you're doing very well to just manage them. They're under the surface in you, and they are kind of there, and you're just like touching them with your one foot while trying to keep the other foot out of them. Like you don't want to be too all in. You might have feelings developing for someone, it's like sexual tension, and maybe you're talking to somebody new and it's like really changing your life, and you might feel very delicate about it right now. Like you don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to be annoying. You don't want to be boring. You want to be just yourself, but like the best version of yourself. I feel like you're going to find the right words to say, and you're going to manage to keep a calm balance between being realistic and practical and keeping your feet on the ground, and also delving into your emotions and allowing your emotions out. But yeah, especially if it's your own sadness, I feel like it's good for you to just allow that out and maybe vocalize it and say what you need to say to people. It's a great time for you to write down your ideas or do any writing you've needed to do. And just in general, maybe have some space and quiet if you can. But yeah, do be aware that there might be a lot of noise outside today. And that's why I'm trying to talk quiet for you to maybe just get like a little break from the noise. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you'd like a personal, please get in touch. The information will be below in the description box. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how this resonated for you. I want to say something you've got in your hands, you've got it. You're going to be alright, you're going to win. You're going to get what you need. It's like almost in your hands. I feel like you might have communicated with someone and it's really stressful and it seems like things are going wrong. But I actually feel like you're kind of winning and you've done something good and you've got the upper hand, I want to say. And you're strong and you're accessing what you need to access with a little tiny bit of effort. So yeah, please do not worry and please try and stay calm. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you, winner. And check out the other content on my channel if you're interested. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.